Working on this textbook with Julia has been a fantastic experience. I've taught this course for many years using an Atoms First approach, but always needed to shuffle sections and chapters of the text. The opportunity to design the flow and the depth of content for this cohort of students was really exciting. We started with an outline of what we thought was the most logical flow of topics, and then made sure that each of the newly introduced topics built upon previous ones in order to aid in the development of a conceptual understanding from microscopic to macroscopic scale. From there, each chapter was crafted at a level needed for this particular group of students. The problem-solving approach is utilized in sample problems throughout each chapter. It begins with laying out a strategy, setting up the problem or gathering and organizing the information, solving the problem, and then reflecting on it in the form of our think about it boxes. This is where we stress evaluating the result of a calculation and how reasonable the answer seems. The sample problem is always followed by an attempt problem where students can use the same strategy to solve, so it's basically a repeat. This is followed by a build problem that requires the same concept, but it can't be solved in exactly the same method as the first two problems. This really helps students to start to understand that they have to use different strategies for solving problems and they can't just use one template. The last problem in the series is the conceptualize problem, where students stretch a little bit and start to develop a conceptual understanding of the material. One of the aspects of Julia's books that really resonated with me was the visualizing chemistry spreads. These often connect what I call the mental picture of a chemical process with the calculations that students are learning. These mental pictures are really difficult for students to develop, but they're so vital to their understanding of chemistry. Familiar chemistry boxes are strategically placed near the introduction of a concept. They share relevant examples of chemistry that students should be able to identify in their daily lives. I see the familiar chemistry boxes as a way to help students appreciate the chemistry that is around them every day and connect it to the course that they're taking.